Trump is bringing America back into the international slave trade. The media is not covering this, so I need your help to get this out there through commenting, sharing, reposting. I'm gonna go through everything that you need to know about the situation. In Trump's first administration, he signed a deal to send US deportees into the custody of the El Salvadorian dictator. Basically, he was justifying this through the safe third country principle, which a nation can designate a country that's not a given deportee's home country as a safe place for them to seek asylum instead of the country they originally applied to. President Bukele and Trump have a little bromance going on because Bukele illegally seized a new term as El Salvador's president in the way that we know that Donald Trump is trying to now. So the deal they made in his first term was that the men, women, and children he deported from American soil would be non-violent migrants seeking political asylum, and that El Salvador would welcome these migrants with the idea that the migrants would eventually become El Salvadorians. They knew that all these people that they'd be sending over would be innocent. Bukele is known worldwide for carrying out mass arrests, bypassing due process, and grabbing people who are not gang-related at all. If you're going to set up an asylum system in a foreign country, this is not a great candidate for that. Based off of this first deal, Trump was supposedly supposed to help Bukele build an asylum system in El Salvador. And to be so for real, this was always destined to fail, considering that Bukele himself said that he doesn't even want the 200,000 El Salvadorians that are in America now, let alone other migrants. So Trump was voted out of office, and immediately Biden was like, oh no, this is not a good deal, and got rid of it. But within the first week of his presidency, the Trump-Bukele Accord was revived. So now we're on to the second Trump-Bukele Accord. Since now Trump has all three branches of the government, both of these dictators now have the runway they need to grievously mishandle not just hundreds of thousands, but millions of innocents. Prison in El Salvador allows no visitation, recreation, education, media coverage, or prisoner releases ever. And additionally, the prisoners are never allowed outside and told in advance that they'll die there, which causes a really high suicide rate. Prisoners also only receive 2 cubic feet of space, which is less than a coffin. So now Trump and Bukele are working on a second El Salvadorian concentration camp, which is like so crazy because Bukele believes that crimes that haven't even happened yet can be sniffed out in advance and then just imprisoning that person for their entire life. And regarding how Trump views asylum seekers, he doesn't understand what asylum even means. He thinks that seeking asylum means a psychiatric ward because when he was a kid, they were called insane asylums. So now we're to the third Trump-Bukele Accord, where he revealed that the third type of deal he's going to make will be imprisoning American citizens in El Salvador and paying a small fee per prisoner, $20,000 per year per prisoner. So for just the first 300 people who were sent there alone, we would be sending El Salvador $180 million. Overall, this deal would cost Americans tens of billions of dollars. And the less money that Bukele spends on the prisoners is the more that he can keep for himself. So what do you think? Does this sound like a place that we should be sending American citizens?